Hola, estudiantes. I want to say once again how great it was to be able to meet all of you via Skype for your oral exams. As I said in my announcement, I am incredibly impressed with how far you have all come with the Spanish language in such a short period of time. You really should be proud of yourselves that in just a few short weeks, you were able to understand the questions that were asked of you and put together the vocabulary and the grammar to be able to answer them. Coming up in this week, or between this week and the end of the course, you will be doing your final oral exam. Now, this is the phone call oral exam with Versant. Just a few words about that. There is a great deal of information about that posted with the module for Capitulo 11. So please take time to read through all of the information, make sure that you understand the process and that you are ready to do the exam. A little bit more from me. I expect that you are going to have questions you don't understand with this exam, and that's okay. This is meant to measure what level of fluency you are at, and you are not expected to have a really high level of fluency after only 2 semesters of Spanish. But I will tell you that I think that all, or at least most of you, will be very pleasantly surprised with how far you have come and how well you do on that oral exam. So we're doing Capítulo 11 this week. It's about profesiones, professions. So vocabulary-wise, we're going to be learning to talk about occupations. You will be learning vocabulary that you would use, for example, in job interviews, that you would use in writing business letters, so anything you might need in a professional life. Grammatically, like I said before, we're going to be continuing for the rest of this semester with subjunctive. We will be learning 2 commands. You already learned the formal commands in the last chapter. For 2 commands, you need to be careful because they use different verb forms in the affirmative and in the negative. So take time to really carefully read through when you use which verb forms. This is in the chapter, in the textbook, and it is also in a PowerPoint for this chapter. Besides that, you will be learning when you decide how to use subjunctive with conjunctions. And there's a great deal of information on adverbial conjunctions that always use subjunctive, and also on conjunctions that sometimes will take the subjunctive. And finally, you will learn to use subjunctive with indefinite people or places. Now, an example of an indefinite person would be, for example, a job ad that says they are looking for someone who is bilingual. You don't know who that someone is. So in Spanish, the verb to indicate that would be in the subjunctive because you're not sure exactly who you're looking for, just that you know you need someone who is bilingual. Culturally, in this chapter, we will be learning about Argentina and Uruguay, so more in South America again. Along with this chapter, of course, you have your Facebook post, as always, and you will have your final film to watch and the final film forum postings. So take time, of course, always read through the entire Tarea module, do all of the parts of it. This will help you to get to where you need to be. Read through the chapter, take time with the PowerPoints, and let's continue to do a fantastic job with learning Spanish. Adios.